So the piece was very much a collaboration between me and OCS. Um, I mean, the whole piece kind of emerged through us just talking about ourselves, our connection to Spain, to landscape. OCS is quite an avid cyclist, and he treks a lot. And um, I like the time that I was able to connect with that was when I spent 10 days on my own in Lanzarote, kind of just exploring the landscape. And I was living with a geologist there, and he was taking me across landscape and kind of telling me about lava and going beneath it or accidentally going through it, or and kind of learning about the different winds that were there, and kind of the different oxidizations that happened to the lava. Sorry, my cat. So yeah, there was something about that land which has a connection to Spain, but it was conquered by Spain, and it has a very complicated history with the slave trade, mostly because sorry, let me just move the cat. Mostly the ties to it were to do with there being a very small population there, and when the conquerors came over, they actually wiped out most of the people there. And then what they did is that they took slaves from the north of Africa and to repopulate the space, and to build some sort of infrastructure, etc. So and also when I was there, I remember all of the churches having black Jesuses and Madonnas, and we're kind of wanting to know a little bit more about that. And I have a Spanish heritage, obviously, from my name. You can tell that. And yeah, so it was so that's where the project started, and from conversation and the research that I did into it. But then actually, when in terms of the playing, in terms of CS and his instrument, I guess also when he was kind of showing me the different sounds that the bass clarinet can make, it just kind of also took me there. This barren landscape. There is kind of nothing there. There's almost nothing kind of erect. It's all very flat. Apart from these mounds of lava, these kind of columns that come out of it. That there's no trees, there's no vegetation apart from the lichen, and and so his sounds kind of made me feel like I was back in those subterranean tunnels of just absolute darkness. You really felt like you were entering a void, it was just a hole in the ground. Like you just felt the darkness, like how to kind of get that across in through the composition of the sounds of the bass clarinet.